Hello, my dear students. In our last YouTube video, we did the first few sums of our chapter probability. That is question number 1 to question number 13 questions we did in that particular exercise. And in today's video, we'll be continuing from question number 14. And today itself, in this video, we will finish our this chapter probability. Okay, so stay tuned with me and let us continue with this video. Hello, so let's start with the first 14th question. Okay, so we'll read this 14th question which says a card is drawn from well shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting. There are six sub questions: a king of red color, a face card, a red face card, the jack of the heart, a spade, and the queen of the diamond. As we all know that there are total 52 cards in well shuffled deck of 52 cards. It is said in the question only, it is said there are 52 cards. Okay, so we can see that the sample space, number of elements in sample space are 52. Okay, so let us go to the first question and let even be the event of getting a king of red color. So tell me how many kings of red color? Red color, there are two cards. One is diamond, one is heart. So there are two kings. So there will be n number of elements in this event. N of even will be 2, and therefore probability of this event, that is probability of event even, that is probability of getting king of red color, will be 2. That is, we have to write the formula, that is n of even upon n of s, right? That will be 2 by 52. So now remember one thing, dear students, you cannot keep this fraction as 2 by 52. If it is reducible, you have to reduce this. It will become 1 by 26. So the first question's answer is 1 by 26. I hope you have understood this. Let us go to the next question, where we have to find the probability of getting a face card. Okay, so let E2 be the event of getting a face card. Okay, so how many face cards are there in 52 cards of this playing card game? Every category there are three face cards, so there are such four categories, right? So you can see there will be n of e2. How many elements are there of getting a face card in the deck? There will be four categories and three face cards, so there will be 12 numbers, right? So probability of this event to happen will be number of possible outcome upon total number of outcomes, right? So number of possible outcomes are 12 and total number of outcomes are 52. So if you divide this, then you will get, this is divisible by, this is divisible by, this will become 4 3s are 12, 4 1s are 1, and then 4 3s are 12. So your answer will be, probability of this second event will be 3 by 13. Okay, so we are finished with this first sub question and second sub question. Let us go to the third sub question. Okay, so what is the third sub question? I'll delete this and we'll go to the next sub question. So the third sub question says you have to find the probability of getting a red face card. So let it be E3. Okay, so if it is E3, we will write getting a red face card. Okay, how many red categories are there? There are two red categories. Okay, so then how many number of elements are possible in this event E3? You want a red face card. There are three types of face card. Which face card? King, queen, and jack. Okay, and there are two categories, so 3 into 2, that means there will be total 6 elements in this particular event. So probability of E3 will be equal to n of E3 upon n of s. N of E3 is 6 and n of s is 52. So if you try to divide this, it will become divisible by 2. So it will come as 3 by 26. Let us go to the fourth question where we have to find we have to find jack of heart. So let it be E4 and we will write let it be the event of getting the jack of hearts. तो हार्ट में एक ही जैक रहेगा ना, तो उसका नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट कितना होगा? It will be only one, and therefore the probability of E4 will be possible outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So possible outcomes are 1 and total number of cards are 52. So it is 1 by 52. Okay. So we have completed this third and fourth sub question of 14th question. Let us go to the last two questions, fifth and sixth. Okay. So fifth question says it is a spade. Okay, spade means क्या होता है? It is a black card which is available in the deck, right? So let it be E5, that is of getting a spade card. So how many spade cards are available in the deck? There will be total 39 cards, right? So n of E5, 39 nahi, there will be total 13 cards available. So n of E5 will be 13. So probability of E5 will be n of E5 upon n of s. That will be 13 by 52. So if you reduce this, it will come to 13 ones are 1, 13 fours are 52. So 1 by 4. Okay, so let us go to the last sub question of this question number 14, where we have to find the probability of getting, it is question number 4. Oh no, 6. It is question number 6. So it is E6 of getting the queen of diamond. Okay, so in diamond category, you have got only one queen, right? So n of e6 will be only 1. Then probability of e6 will be how much? Can you tell me with the formula? It will be n of e6 upon n of s. N of e6 is 1 and total number of cards which are available are 52. So it is 1 by 52. Okay, so this finishes our question number 14. Let us go to the question number 15. Now let's start with our next question, question number 15. We'll start reading the question. 5 cards. The 10, Jack, Queen, King, and S. Remember, the 10, Jack, Queen, King, and S of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is then picked up at random. First question, what is the probability that the card is a queen? Second question, if queen is drawn, put aside, what is the probability that second card picked up is an S and a queen? Okay. So how many number of total cards are available? So total number of cards, there are 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10, Jack, Queen, King, and S. So there are 5 cards. Okay. Now let us do the first question. For the first question, we have to do this. Okay. So we'll read the first question, which says, what is the probability that the card is queen? So in this particular combination, you can see there is only one queen. So probability of getting a queen will be number of queens and total number of cards. So number of queens are only 1, total number of cards are 5. So the first question answer is 1 by 5. I hope you have understood. Let us go to the sub question number 2, which says if the queen is drawn and put aside. So now if queen is put aside, queen is put aside, how many number of cards are available with us? There are, then there are 4 cards available. Okay. So first sub question is of getting an S. So probability of getting an S. How many S cards are there? Total number of cards जो कि डिनोमिनेटर में आएगा और नंबर ऑफ एस कार्ड्स वो भी हमें चाहिए. So number of S cards which are available are 1. Now as the queen is kept aside, we are having only 4 cards. So the probability of sub question 2A part is 1 by 4. Let us go to the B part where we have to find a queen. Probability of getting queen. But हमें तो पता है कि queen निकाल के queen को हम लोग ने aside कर दिया है. Therefore, if you write the formula number of queens upon total number of cards, तो क्वीन तो है ही नहीं, दैट विल बी 0/4. So it is an impossible event which will get the probability as 0. Okay, I hope you have understood this question. Let us go to question number 16. Okay, so let us start with the next question. Question number 16. We'll read the question. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good pens. If it is not possible to just look at the pen and tell whether or not it is defective, one pen is taken out at random from this lot, determine the probability that pen taken out is a good one. Okay, so first of all we have to find total number of pens. So that is number of sample space. There will be 12 defective pens plus there are 132 good pens. So how many number of total number of pens are available with us? There will be 144 pens available with us. Okay, now we have to find the probability of what? We have to find the probability that it is a good pen. So let us write, let E be the event of getting a good pen. Getting a good pen. Okay, so probability of getting a good pen will be number of good pens upon total number of pens. So we know total number of pens. We just have calculated how many are there. There are total 144 number of pens, out of which good are 132. So if you try to divide this, it will be divisible by 12. 12 का स्क्वायर होता है 144 और इसको 12 से डिवाइड किया तो आएगा 11. So probability of getting good pen out of this lot will be 11 by 12. Further, it is not reducible. So this is your answer. Okay, so let us go to the next question. Question number 17. Okay, so let us start with the 17th question. We'll read the question. A lot of 20 bulbs contains 4 defective ones. One bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that bulb is defective? So we'll do this first sub question here. There are 20 bulbs. Okay, so total number of bulbs, we'll just see there are 20 bulbs, out of which if 4 bulbs are defective. So tell me how many bulbs will be okay. 16, na? 16 bulbs. Okay, right? So in that case, which probability you have to find? You have to find the probability that the bulb is defective. Okay. So total number of bulbs are equal to 20. Okay. So probability of getting defective bulb. Number of defective bulbs upon total number of bulbs. Number of defective bulbs are 4 and total number of bulbs are 20. So if you divide, it will come to 1 by 5. Okay. So let us go to the next question. Sub question number 2 of 17. We'll read the question first. Suppose the bulb drawn in question number 1 is not defective and it is not replaced. Now, one bulb is drawn at random from the rest. What is the probability that bulb is not defective? So what does this question means? This is not defective, that means it is good one. Not defective means it is good one, and it is not replaced, that means it is removed, na? So now there were initially 16 good bulbs, out of which one is taken out, which is not defective and not replaced, therefore it is not there only. Therefore one bulb is taken out. That is clear meaning is that only one bulb is taken out. Therefore now the scenario will be, there will be 4 defective bulbs plus, out of 16 one is gone, that means 15 good bulbs. So 15 plus 4, if you do it, there will be 19 bulbs available. Okay. These are your total number of bulbs. Now for the second question, what they want us to find probability that bulb is not defective. That means it is good one. Okay. So you have to read English also and understand the question. So if it is a good one, we will write probability of getting good bulb. Not defective bola hai na, not defective. Not defective means it is a good bulb. So here, number of good bulbs upon, now the second question, total number of bulbs are changed. So you have to remember that total number of bulbs. So good bulbs available with us are 15 and total number of bulbs are 19. 15 by 19 further not reducible. So our answer is 15 by 19. Okay. So I hope you have understood. We'll go to 18th question. Okay, so let's start with question number 18. We'll read question number 18. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn at a random from the box, find the probability that it bears a two-digit number, a perfect square, and the last is a number divisible by 5. So let us start this. First, we have to find there are total 90 discs. So total number of outcomes kitne hain? Okay. So total number of discs which are available are 90. Okay. Then if one disc is drawn, what is the probability that it bears? First question, two-digit number. Okay. So first of all, let it be denoted by a two-digit number. Let it be denoted by even. So two-digit number 1 to 90 पे चालू हो जाएंगे 11 से. That will be 11, 12, 13 dot 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 ये जाएंगे 90 तक. So how many numbers of two digit numbers are there? So we can see here, and 10 is also there. We missed 10. Okay. So 10 and then we have 11. Okay. 10, 11 se chalu ho jayega. So 11 to 90, if you see, there are 80 numbers and ye 10. So there are 81 two digits number between 1 to 90. Okay. So probability of this event, that is getting two digit number, will be n of even upon total number of cards. So n of even जो है वो 81 है, total number of cards है 90. तो 81 by 90, if you see 81 and 90, both are divisible by 9. 9 nines are 18, 81 and 10. So your final probability of getting two digit number will be 9 by 10. Okay. Let us go for the next question. That is sub question number 2. Now in this we will take the event be E2, and E2 it should be a perfect square. So perfect square start from 1, then 4, then 3 3s are 9, 4 4s are 16, 25, 36, 49, then 8 it's 64, 64, 8 9s and then 81, and 10 it will be 100. So it is not there because we have till 90. So how many numbers are there in this E2 event? 3 3 6 7 8 9. So there are total 9 elements in this. Okay. So probability of getting this square number will be n of E2 upon total number of disk. So n of E2 is 9 that we have got, and total number of disks are 9, which is further reducible, will be 1 by 10. Okay, so this is done. First sub question is done. Second sub question is done. Let us go for the next sub question, where we have to find whether that disk which is taken out is a number divisible by 5 or not. So let us do the second part, last part, third part of this question. Okay, so number divisible by 5 means it will be a 5 table, right? So we will start writing third part. It will be given by event E3, and in event E3, if it is a number divisible by 5, it will start from 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. इसके बाद नहीं होगा, right? So see, in this type of question where there are number of things and number related questions, you have to write this set, okay, that carries marks. So now total number of element in E3 will be 6, 3 3s are 6, then 9, then 3, 18. 18. So there are total 18 number of elements in this. So probability of this event that will happen, which will be n of E3 upon total number of disks. So it will be 18 by total number, that is 90. Right? So if you do 18 by 90, we know 18 ones are 1 and 18 fives are 90. So the probability is 1 by 5. I hope you have understood this question. Let us go to next question, question number 19. Problem, question number 19. This question, let us start reading the question. The question says a child has a die whose 6 faces shows the letter given below A B C D E A. The die is thrown once. What is the probability of getting A and E? So let us start. We will start the question. Total number of faces which are available are 6 faces, we can see here. Okay, so first question we have to find, let P be the probability of getting A. Okay, we'll write probability of getting A. That will be equal to number of times A occur upon total number of total number of phases. Okay, so number of time A occurs are, we can see here 1 and 2 times. So it is 2 by, this is 6. So if you do, it will be 1 by 3. The answer is 1 by 3. Let us go for the next question. Question number 2. Let P be the probability of getting D. Okay, so it will be again number of times D occurs upon total number of phases. So we can see here D is occurring only once. So it will be 1 by 6 and that is the answer. Okay. I hope you have understood this. Let us go to the question number 20. Okay, so let's start with question number 20. Suppose you drop a die at a random on the rectangular region shown in this figure 14.6. So you can see this is a rectangular region. If you drop a die within the perimeter of this rectangular region, what is the probability that it will land inside this circle? ये circle पे आके ये die गिरेगा, इसका probability क्या है? अभी ये वाली questions में ना देखो कोई coin नहीं है, die नहीं है, डाई का फेसेस नहीं है, नंबर ऑफ कार्ड्स नहीं है। तो इस वाले क्वेश्चन में जहाँ पे तेरे आपके पास 2 रीजन्स है, इसमें हमें एरिया के साथ डील करना पड़ेगा। ये हमें याद रखना है। ओके, सो क्या करेंगे हम लोग पहले निकालेंगे ये जो टोटल एरिया है, व्हिच इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड एरिया, दैट विल बी द बिगर एरिया, दैट इज द एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल। एरिया ऑफ रेक्टेंगल इफ यू डू, it will be length into breadth. So if you do, it will be 3 into 2, that is 6 meters square. That will be your total area. Okay, and then you have to find the area of circle. We know area of circle is pi r square, right? That is pi into r we have to calculate. So here you see diameter which is given is 1 meter. In the question you can see diameter is 1 meter. Diameter is 1 meter and therefore radius will be 1 by 2 meter. It is half. So you will write here 1 by 2 the whole square. That will come as pi into 1 by 4. That is pi by 4 मीटर स्क्वायर। तो जो डाई इधर आके गिरेगा वो एरिया है पाई बाय 4 मीटर स्क्वायर एंड देयरफॉर प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ landing in the circle will be area of circle, okay, upon the total area which is available, that is the area of rectangle. So that will be pi by 4 by 6. So if you do this, it will come to pi by 24. This will be the probability of the die that will get inside the circle. Okay, I hope you have understood. Let us go to the next question, question number 21. Okay, so now let's start with next question. Question number 21. We'll read the question. A lot consists of 144 ball pens, out of which 20 are defective and others are good. Noori will buy a pen if it is a good, but will not buy a pen if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives it to her. What is the probability that she will buy it? First question. Second is she will not buy it. Okay. So first thing that we have to do is total number of pens are 40. Okay. Out of which 20 are defective. Therefore, number of good pens will be total number of pen minus defective pens. So if you do this, it will come to 124. Good pens are 124. Okay. So first question, we have to find the probability of buying. Buy कब करेगी? जब वो पेन गुड होगा. Okay. That she buys buys the pen. That means we have to find number of good pens एंड टोटल नंबर ऑफ पेन्स कितना है जो दिया गया है जो है 144 अपॉन टोटल नंबर ऑफ पेन्स. सो गुड पेन जो है हमें मिला है 124. टोटल नंबर ऑफ पेन्स आर 144. सो इफ यू डिवाइड दिस इट इज रिड्यूसेबल बाय 4. सो 4 3s are and 4 1s are again here by 4. 4 3s are then 4 6 are. So your probability will be 31 by 36. First answer. Okay. Let us go to the second answer where we have to find that she will not buy it. So she will not buy it means she will not buy pen plus she buys the pen. इसका प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होता है बताओ. इट विल बी इक्वल टू 1 बिकॉज दोनों ऑपोजिट इवेंट है, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री इवेंट है. तो शी बाइज हमें पता है कितना है. शी विल नॉट बाय will be equal to 1 minus she buys it. Okay. So that is 1 minus she buys it का हमें फर्स्ट सब क्वेश्चन में आया है 31 by 36. So if you calculate it will come to 36 minus 31 by 36. That will be 5 by 36. Okay. This simply we can write P of E plus P of E naught is equal to 1. ये वाला लॉजिक इधर यूज किया गया. Okay. You can do it by other way also. That is defective जो है उसको करके भी आप डिवाइड करके भी कर सकते हैं. Okay. That way also you can do. So this is it. We'll go to the next question. Question number 22. So now let us start with question number 22, which is based on example number 13, which is solved in your test book, which says that there are two dice which are rolled at a time, and then you should get the event which is sum on the two dice. Like एक के ऊपर जो नंबर टॉप पे आएगा दूसरे के ऊपर नंबर जो टॉप पे आएगा वो दो नंबर का एडिशन करना है. Right? So sum on the two dice can be 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. You have to find the probability of this event happening. So let us find the sample space first. So sample space will be either it can be both the dice will show 1, or first is 1, second is 2, first is 1, second is 3, first is 1, second is 4, first is 1, second is 5, so on and so forth. So if you get all this combination, you can get the number of elements in this sample space will be 36. Okay, so let us start this table. I have made one elaborated table on this side. Here, if the sum on the two dice is 2, it can be shown either by only 1 by 1. So this type 1 by 1 is of only one element. Na? This sample, this event will have only one element, right? So probability will be 1 by 36, which is already given. Now let us see the sum on the two dice is 3. So if it is 3, it can be given by 2 comma 1, or it can be given by 1 comma 2. There is no other possibility with this because 3 अगर sum करना है तो ये दो ही possibility है तो ये आएगा 2. So the probability है number of elements in the total number of elements that is 36, and ये जो event है इसका possible outcome है 2. So you will get it is 2 by 36. So you can write down in this table as 2 by 36. Let us see for getting 4. So if you want to get 4, it is possible by 1 comma 3. You can get it by 3 comma 1. You can get it by 2 comma 2. Is there any other possibility available? No. So you will write this as 1 comma 2, 2 comma 1 and 2 comma 2. So there are three possibilities. You will get the probability as 3 by 36. So you can see here first probability is 1 by 36, second is 2 by 36, third is 3 by 36. Now let us see how you will get sum as 5. So if you want to get 5, you can see here 1 comma 4. You will write here 1 comma 4. 1 comma 4 है तो उसका उल्टा भी होगा 4 comma 1 जो कि इधर है. 3 comma 2 भी 5 दे सकता है तो हम लोग लिखेंगे 3 comma 2. तो 2 comma 3 भी दे सकता है ये वाला तो वो भी लिखेंगे हम लोग. Anything else can you see where you will get 5? No. So there are 4 elements you can see. So here you can write 4 by 36. Okay. Now see how you will get 6. 6 लाने के लिए मेरे पास क्या-क्या है? तो हम कर सकते हैं 1,5, 1,5 तो उसका उल्टा भी होगा 5,1 तो ये 2 हो गया 1,5, 5,1 इसके बाद 4,6 भी हो सकता है 2,4 होगा तो 4,6 भी होगा और 2,4 होगा तो 4,2 भी होगा तो ये 2 हो गए और क्या हो सकता है 3,3 हो सकता है और क्या हो सकता है 5,1 हो गया और कुछ हो सकता है कि देखो नहीं in this there is nothing possible right so you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so there are 5 elements in this particular event so probability will be 5 by 36 I will write no yes it for getting 6 it will be 5 by 36 and 5 I forgot to write which is 4 by 36 okay now let us go for seventh sum 7 आएगा ऐसे कौन से possibilities है you can get 1,6 you can get 6,1 ये एक हो गया और क्या आ सकता है 3,4 आ सकता है 4,3 आ सकता है तो हम लोग लिखेंगे 3,4 4,3 और क्या आ सकता है 5,2 आ सकता है 2,5 आ सकता है वो भी लिखेंगे 2,5 5,2 तो कितना आ जाएगा बताओ यहाँ पे आ जाएगा 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements so you can write here 6 by 36 for sum is 7 you will get 6 by 36 8 का देखो उन लोग ने दिया है 5,36 we will still understand what are the elements available in 8 so if you see 8 it will be 5,3 3,5 you will get 4,4 also and is there anything else possible with this 6,2 मिलेगा 6,2 है तो 2,6 भी होगा तो कितने हो गए 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 हो गए so you can get here the probability as 5 by 36 which is already there in the table so now go for 9 to get 9 you can get the elements as 4,5 तो 4 5,4 भी होगा और क्या हो सकता है बताओ 3, 6 हो सकता है राइट सो ये होगा 3,6 6,3 और कुछ पॉसिबल है क्या इसमें नहीं देर इज नो अदर पॉसिबिलिटी सो इट इज 4 by 36 okay now let us go for 5 10 so it will be 5 and 5 on both then 6 and 4 तो उल्टा भी होगा 4 by 6 और कुछ हो सकता है नहीं तो ये आ जाएगा 3 by 36 3 by 36 so 9 का आ गया हमारा 4 by 36 10 का आ गया हमारा 3 by 36 अभी 11 का करेंगे 11 will be 5,6 और 6,5 ये दो का सम होगा 11 और कुछ पॉसिबल नहीं है तो दो हो जाएगा दैट विल बी 2 by 36 एंड 12 का सिर्फ एक ही पॉसिबिलिटी है दैट इज 6 plus 6 that is 6,6 you will get 1 and in the board also in the table also you can see 1 by 36 okay so this completes our table of probability so here you can see if you add all it will be 36 by 36 and it will come to 1 which is one of the property of the probability okay so let us go to the next question that is sub question number 2 okay so for this I will write the answer over here let me delete this sample space okay we'll read the question sub question 2 of 22 question which says a student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes which are there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can see to say 12 tak 11 outcomes hai. Therefore, each of them has probability 1 by 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify. Okay. तो यहाँ पे तो हम लोग ने देखा ना कि एक भी इवेंट जो है अगर 2 आने का तो उसका 1 by 36 है 3 है तो 2 by 36 है 5 है तो 4 by 36 है तो किसी का भी 1 by 11 आया ही नहीं है ना दैट मीन्स वी डू नॉट आर्ग्यू नो I do not argue, agree with this argument, and basically that is the there we can see, but it is what type of event? You tell me. These events are not equally likely events are not. So we will write as the reason that you should write justify. ये तो हम लोग ने टेबल में ही दिखाया है कि सारे प्रोबेबिलिटी ऐसे आए हैं, उसका प्रोबेबिलिटी है 1/11, which is not possible because we have solved just in the previous sum. But one more argument that we can do, that is these events are not equally likely events. These events are not equally likely events. I hope you have understood. Let us go to the next question, question number 23. Okay, so now let's start with question number 23. We'll read the question. A game consists of tossing 1 rupee coin 3 times, noticing its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same results. That means either it is 3 head or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. Okay, calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. Here, reading is very important. In hurry, very pressurized situation in the exam, we read he wins the game, then entire problem goes wrong. So you should understand, read it properly. It is asking he will lose the game. Okay, so first of all, let us make the sample space. I have told you in the beginning introductory lecture of probability how to create the sample space. So कैसे करना है, 4 बार h लिखना है, 4 बार t लिखना है, फिर 2 बार h, 2 बार t, 2 बार h, 2 बार t, फिर 1 बार h, फिर t, फिर h, फिर t, फिर h, फिर t, फिर h, फिर t. तो कितना है सैंपल स्पेस में एलिमेंट्स? देर आर 8 एलिमेंट्स. नाउ what we have to find? We have to find, let the event e be event of getting no, event that Hanif loses, right? Event that Hanif will lose the game. That is the event. So it has to be made clear. Hanif will lose the game. So if he lose the games, that means what he should get? He should get other than HHH and TTT. So how many things are there that we have to write? It is HHT, HTH, HTT, THH, then THT, TTH. That's it. Okay, so these are the outcomes if he is getting in the three. If you toss a coin 3 times, then we can say he will lose. That means how many elements are there in this element, in this event? Count, there will be 1 2 3 4 5 6 elements, and therefore probability of e will be n of e upon n of s. N of e we got it as 6, and total number of outcomes are 8. So they are divisible by 2, 2 threes are, and 2 fours are. So probability is 3 by 4. Okay, so probability that he will lose the game is 3 by 4. I hope you have understood. Let us go to the next question, question number 24. Okay, so now let's start with the next question, question number 24. Okay, a die is thrown twice. What is the probability that 5 will not come up either time? First question. And next is 5 will come up at least once. Hint is given, throwing a die twice or throwing 2 dice simultaneously are treated as same experiment. This I've told you in the concept first introductory lecture of probability. You just go and see this. Whether you toss three coin or die simultaneously or one twice or one thrice, it is the same thing. Okay, that is the hint they have given. So let us understand first what is a sample space. Okay, so total number of outcomes if you are having a die and throwing it twice. So total number of outcomes will be, obviously it is six sided and done twice, so 6 square, that is 36. That I've, you know it. Now here we will do the second question first. The second question is phi will come up at least once. Okay, so let E be the event of getting phi at least once. So in the previous question, that table wala question, we know how it was. So we will just write that it can be either what kind of output you will get. You will get 1 comma phi, you may get 2 comma phi, you may get 3 comma phi, you may get 4 comma phi, right? Then you may get 5 comma phi, you may get 6 comma phi. Okay, you may get 5 comma 1, you may get 5 comma 2, you may get 5 comma 3, 5 comma 4, 5 comma 4, 5 5 तो आ गया है, 5 comma 6, right? इतने ही आएंगे. So count these, how many are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So number of elements in even are 11. So probability of E will be n of E upon your sample space, which is n of s, that is 36. So answer of the second question is 11 by 36. Okay, now let us go to the first question, where we have to find phi will not come up. देखो यहाँ पे phi will come up and ये will not come up है, तो ये दोनों complementary event है ना. So we will write P of E naught is phi will not, or we will first of all introduce the event. Event is E naught, right? So E naught is phi will not come up either time. So what we know? We know that P of E dash, P of E and P of E naught. If you add them, what is the answer? We know that it is equal to 1. उसमें से P of E we have got 11 by 36 plus P of E naught we can do is equal to 1, and therefore P of E naught is equal to 1 minus 11 by 36. So if you do this, how much you will get? That we have to find. So P of E naught is equal to 36 minus 11 upon 36. If you do this, you will get 25 by 36. Okay, so this is your final answer. So this second question you can do in other way also, but this is the way I will recommend you to do it. Okay, so this is it. I hope you have understood question number 24. Let us go to the last question of this exercise and the chapter, that is question number 25. Okay, so now let's go to the last question of this chapter, question number 25. Which of the following arguments are correct and which are not? Give reasons for your answers. So let us go for the first statement, which says if two coins are tossed simultaneously, there are three possible outcomes: two heads, two tails, or one of each. Therefore, each of these outcomes, the probability is 1 by 3. So let us check, but it is not correct. Okay. So we will say the sample space will have either two head, two tail, first head, then tail, first tail, then head. Okay. So if you see the probability of first, that is h comma h, it is coming one time out of 4. If you see probability of t comma t, it is coming 1 times out of 4. Whereas if you see probability of h comma t and t comma h, you can take both t comma h also. In that also, if you see, it is coming 2 by 4, because they are saying taking one as another, one of each together, right? एक तो दो हेड एक साथ लिया है, दो टेल एक साथ लिया और दोनों को एक साथ लिया, तो दैट मीन्स एच टी टी एच को एक साथ लिया, दैट इज 2 by 4. तो रिड्यूस करेंगे तो ये आ जाएगा 1 by 2. और उन्होंने स्टेटमेंट क्या बोला है, प्रोबेबिलिटी इज 1/3, सो दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट. सो दिस स्टेटमेंट is not correct. Okay, let us go to the second question, second part. If a die is thrown, there are two possible outcomes, an odd number और an even number. तो die throw किया है, मतलब उसमें आ जाएगा 1 2 3 4 5 6, राइट. अभी odd number मुझे अगर चाहिए तो उसमें है 1 3 और 5, राइट. तो प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ऑड नंबर कितना होगा, आपका एन ऑफ एस है 6 और इधर आ जाएगा प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ ऑड नंबर इज 3. सो 3/6 करेंगे तो ये आ जाएगा 1/2. ओके, नाउ लेट अस सी इवन नंबर. सो इवन नंबर क्या क्या है, 2 4 6. अगेन प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ इवन नंबर्स क्या आएगा, इट विल बी अगेन 3/6 which will come to half. And statement says therefore the probability of getting odd number is half. Both the number is half, that means this statement is correct. This statement is correct. So I hope you have understood this last problem. So that's it, student. We have completed our second chapter of this academic year, probability. I've solved the complete exercise with you. I hope you have understood all the questions which I've solved in your NCRT book. If you have got any doubt, you are free to contact me on comment box. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Bye.